Hello, class, and welcome as we are heading into week 6 of our course here. And just a few things that I want to discuss here. Number one, you should have gotten maybe 2 or 3 emails from me over the last 2 weeks regarding the evaluations. If you have not yet completed the evaluations, just a reminder is to go ahead on and complete those evaluations. Now, I believe the deadline was 2 days ago, back on Friday, November 10th, to complete those evaluations. If you not have made an effort to do so, by all means, I want you to go in and I want you to try to complete the evaluation once you are actually looking at this video. So, completing the evaluations, and then also another thing that I would like to discuss here is as we are headed into the final 3 weeks of the course, I want to talk about timeliness of submitting assignments and completing the activities that I have set up for us. Those activities, as you know, within this course have been the discussion questions and the discussion threads that are centered around the weekly topics that we are looking at within this course. So you want to submit everything within a timely manner, and I have discussed this on several occasions. Thursday night, the initial responses are due for the discussion questions in the discussion threads, and your main assignment is due at the end of the week. That is Saturday at 11:59 p.m. So just a reminder here as we are entering into week number 6, and we have 3 more weeks left to go in this course, and we will be right at the end of the semester, is to make sure that in due timely fashion, make sure that you submit your assignments within a timely manner to avoid point deduction. Okay? All right, so with that being said, I just want to remind everybody as well too, as we are headed towards the conclusion of the semester here, the one thing that you definitely want to be doing, and I cannot stress this enough, and I can't emphasize this enough, is to be working on the final paper. And this happens to be the main assignment for the course. This is your final paper that's due. If you go to week 7.5 within D2L here, you will see the instructions in terms of what you're supposed to do. And I will open this up again. This is your final assignment that is going to be due for the course. So the topic is centered around a restaurant establishment called Quest Cuisine. And these are the sections right here. You are to write an introduction. Your sections are going to be based, well, one section will be recipes, unit conversions, yields, and cost. The next section you'll write on purchase process, receiving and storage, and employee organization. The next section will be revenue management, income statements, and discussing other expenses. And then you will put together a summary and conclusion. And then, of course, make sure that you cite your references and that you also include a reference page. So if you look at the instructions of the paper, the assignment itself, you'll see how many points there that this will credit towards your final grade. This is 145 points, meaning the final assignment. So definitely you don't want to miss this assignment. You don't want to turn it in late, and you want to follow the instructions as is graded on the rubric in terms of completing this assignment and writing a very detailed orientated paper. If you have any questions, if you want to discuss the final assignment, feel free to reach out to me. This will be due the final week of the course. So we're looking at 3 weeks from now from the due date, and I will be talking about this again leading up to that point. So, with that being said, let's go back here and I'm going to talk about week number 6. What are we going to be discussing in week number 6? Employee organization. So we're going to talk about organizing your staff. We're going to talk about payroll. We're going to talk about adequate and proper staffing. And we're going to take the cost control methods and we're going to apply that towards employee staffing, managing payroll, and then also the organizational structure of your establishment and how it should look. So, just like it's been every week, of course, we're going to talk about as we enter into this subject. You have the description of lecture here that I put together for you. If you go into your required course materials, I've also put together PowerPoint slides as well too. That's going to be centered around the topic. So take some time to look through this. Take some time to get familiar with it. What do employers have to face? All right, there's fixed cost, there's variable cost. But the main challenge, though, when staffing employees, I would have to say would probably be the labor cost. Do you pay your employees on an hourly salary, or do you an hourly pay, I should say, or do you pay them on an annual yearly salary? So, what is the most cost-effective approach and measure without stretching your overhead? Do you actually manage your employees? And how do you keep those staffing costs, let's say, to a minimum to where it doesn't break you and put you in the red? But then you also want to be fair to your employees in terms of paying them a decent hourly wage or an annual salary if they happen to be salary. And I know that you all know the difference between salary and hourly wages. So you could work 60 hours a week, for example, if you're an annual salary employee. You're not going to get paid more. As opposed to maybe an hourly wage. And of course, if you work over 8 hours a day or 40 hours a week, that's considered to be overtime that you're accumulating. So you have a chance of maybe possibly making more depending on what your hourly wage is compared to an annual salary that your employer may be giving you. So again, take some time to look through this. And then also the training aspect, look into that too. So how do we motivate employees to stay with our organization, with our establishment? And we know that, especially within the hospitality industry, that is a challenge. That is a challenge, a great challenge, where some may just be relying primarily on tips. Okay, they may be getting paid, for example, a minimum hourly wage. And so there's probably not a lot being earned by employees when you look at that aspect in terms of how employees maybe are getting compensated for the employer that they happen to be working for. That's going to lead to the assignment that's going to be due next Saturday night. So I want everybody, and this is what you're going to do. You're going to search the internet. And what you're going to do is you're going to find an article that discusses either hourly or salary employees within the restaurant industry. It could be something that's nationwide, or it could be the challenges, okay, dealing with COVID-19. And I've been given this assignment for the last few years in prior classes. So I want you all to take the approach, okay, of us being in a post-pandemic stage, because that's what we're in. We are no longer in a pandemic phase dealing with COVID-19. But find an article that's centered around that. And then let that article be kind of related to what restaurant managers are still dealing with in a post-pandemic phase when it comes to meeting payroll for employees within an establishment. So this is the assignment. You're going to find the article again. You're going to do an internet search. All right. Recommend everybody, of course, to use Google, okay, which is a very efficient search engine in order to find this article. And you're going to write a 400 to 600 word summary based on the article. Make sure, of course, that the topic is centered around hourly and salary employees within the restaurant industry. That is the area of hospitality we're focusing in within this course. It is the restaurant industry. That's going to be due next Saturday night. And then, of course, I have 2 discussion questions. I have 2 threads that I've created. And it's centered around budgeting cost, okay, of food, beverage, and labor. But then also, I talk about performance standards and job descriptions pertaining to employees and positions within the restaurant. So make sure that these are due on Thursday night at 11:59 p.m. That would be due next Thursday. So your agenda is to complete these discussion questions. Also, the week 6 assignment that I just shared with you all, where you're finding an article and you're writing a 400 to 600 word summary for me, and then continue to work on your final paper, which is going to be due at the end of the semester, and you will find that in week 7.5. Okay, everyone, that concludes this video instruction. Again, you know my hours of availability. Feel free to send an email to me. I can be reached by phone through text or a phone call, and my hours are listed here in D2L in terms of when I can be reached. I am available Monday through Saturday from 5 to 8. So Monday through Saturday from 5 to 8, you can actually reach me. And just a reminder, if students have not looked at my hours of availability, you can go back here to D2L to the Start Here tab under the table of contents. So 6 to 9 your time, because many of you all are on the East Coast. You're in the Pennsylvania area or outside of Pennsylvania. I am located in the Midwest time zone. So you can reach me 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. That would be 5 to 8 Central my time, if you would like to have a phone discussion regarding the content. Okay, everyone. This is going to conclude this week's instruction. And everybody take care and have a good week. Professor Javier Black signing off.